This is not good for anybody that is looking to buy, because if they have a concern about their job and the stability of their employment, they're not going to buy big ticket items. So I think everybody's in a wait and see approach. Is Trump just posturing and bluffing and holding everybody to their knees to get what he wants? Is it really just about the border and fentanyl, or is it really he wants to let everybody know he can exact pain and everybody's going to have to bow to him and get on their knees? And it's clearly a negotiation tactic, but nobody knows what's coming from this guy. Like, this guy changes like the wind, and it's a tough situation. I think it's really putting people into a bind. Those folks that are thinking about whether this was the best move, they're now seeing for the first time what this guy can do, and it's almost concerning to the point where he's listening to tech people. Yep. And he's got like a pull-up bureau there, and one has to ask the question, why does Canada, its most friendly neighbor, get a 25% tariff and China only 10? Right? Like,
yeah.
You know, we moved in lockstep with the U.S. We imposed 100% tariff when the U.S. did. We kicked out state-owned entities out of the mining industry that were Chinese-based. We kicked out Huawei out of the 5G network. We arrested one of their executives for the U.S. And we've blocked Chinese EV cars into Canada because we want to support the Americans. So you do all that, and then you get hit over the head, and it's like, hold on. I think people are now realizing the relationship with the U.S. has changed. Mm-hmm. I think we got to look at moving beyond the U.S. relationship, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see how this all plays out.
Well, you got to look at how many American businesses right now operate in Canada, right? You know, and you know, Home Depots, McDonald's, Starbucks, I believe. So, you know, you got to look at how Canadians, I think this is where Canadians are going to be the most resilient, Vince, where they actually stop buying American products. You know, already the government's already stating that they're going to start removing all American liquor from the liquor store as well. And it's going to create, you know, bigger problems than he thinks, or what he's going to expect, because I think people are going to stand together on this, right? If I had to choose between now Rona or Home Depot, do I now choose to make, even though Home Depot is closer to my house, maybe I'll make that extra drive to go to Rona. You know, I'll choose to go and buy my coffee and make sure it's going to be continuously done, you know, at Tim Hortons. And I'm going to focus in on making and helping smaller businesses and restaurants that are Canadian based and that are going to need to thrive. And those are the things that are going to have to start happening. And I think if we all stand together on this as Canadians, as patriots of our country, to say, well, listen, we're not going to let this guy come in and just bully us and throw his tariffs around and do what we need to do. We're going to fight back, and we're going to pinch him back where it hurts as well. And I'm sure all the, the corporate greed is not going to be too happy with that as well.